been one of the best years.
Money, guys, colleagues, money has come.
2025 has been so wow.
Financially blessed. Yeah.
You know how we say you work and obviously a very big highlight of this year is definitely starting catalyst. Just coming down to June.
Yeah.
I think
what's actually the tail end of what you're saying, an aspect of fear. Fear, fear.
If you know you're coming and you have no intention, you never make those.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Catalyst 2G. It is us again. The gang is back. I'm here with my partner in crime.
you said the gang is back, but you can clearly see
Okay,
someone
one of us is missing.
But
yeah,
yes, as
Yeah.
usual, it's Laro.
yeah. And yours truly, Manzi Warren. So today we're here for we're not going to discuss anything serious. We're just going to just catch up. The year is almost ending. We are all thinking about our goals, where we're going in 2026. Also reflecting about how 2025 was for us. What were the ups? What were the downs? What lessons did we pick up? What really stood out for us? Basically, we're having that nostalgic feeling right now. So we just want to tap into that. That's what basically we're going to do this whole conversation. So starting off, the rock, yeah. I don't know where is your head at. Okay, by the way, how were the holidays? How are you feeling?
Holidays have been a bit vague, to be honest.
That's it.
I
I
don't
didn't
think
go to Santa.
I don't think I came with much of a plan for the holiday because I wanted to relax. I've been quite busy this year, and I think I was happy to rest because I achieved many things this year.
A working
Personally.
man. Yes.
Yeah, you could say that. I guess.
Mm,
I really liked the festive season from my point of view.
yeah.
Christmas in particular was a blast. Like take me back.
Mm,
But then I think now we are going into this period. Okay, we are in this period everyone calls the void.
The void.
Memes have been trending a lot of after Christmas you don't even know what day it is until New Year comes, something like that. So I think considering I'm someone who planned for my New Year like in November. So
to be
it's a
like
bit
you.
I've been in that period where
Yeah.
I can't say, oh yes, I'm planning for what the new year is about and everything of the sort. Obviously, yes, there are some things which I am a part of, and so I've been sitting down with certain people and we've been talking. Even this,
Yeah.
today being a planning day for what Catalyst is going to look like in 2026.
Yeah.
That's where my head is. Partially, there is a new initiative. Some members from Macquarie Law Society are trying to start up that involves many other law schools in Uganda. So that's definitely something I'm going to jump on. I'm trying to see how my next semester is going to be. It's a lot, really,
Wow.
to be honest. But all in all, the holidays, I can't believe we still have like a month to go.
You have a man.
Yeah, because we're starting on like 26. So it's all still like a month to go.
Okay.
My head is in many places right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now for that stuff. I'm serious, folks. You understand? Because Rock has given us a mouthful. My planning for a new year. Some of us will just be sitting at home eating chicken. Christmas. So some people may not be able to identify. Now this is where I come in to represent you people. So I think for me personally, I have been at home basically almost for some time of the holiday. Though I wasn't at home for the time that I wanted to be at home, because you reach home, you realize, hey, there are things to do. So they send you here. You may become the errand boy. They send you this side. They send you this side. But guys, I came to chill. Yeah? I've been hustling for 4 months. I came here to chill, but things have to be done. Festive season. Okay, I don't know. Our family doesn't have that Christmas spirit. So you find that there is no, okay, the best way to do is church and eat food. Yeah. But like you see, okay, you look at social media, but social media is not something to look at. The festive season, you can feel so out of place. You feel like your family is not family. Guys, we're not bonding like what I'm seeing here, but yeah. So we don't have that whole festive season mode. But I think what I took out from this time was basically having time to relax when I could, when they allowed me to relax. And also I think also it's a little bit, not too much strategizing, but thinking about the new year, thinking about where do I want my 2026 to look like. And so yes, that is basically where my head is at. But also as I was thinking about 2026, I found myself thinking also about 2025, yeah. Thinking about, oh, what did I learn? Yeah. How did I start out in Jan? How was I feeling in April? How did August look like to me? How has the year now ending look? How do I feel? What space am I in? And those, I think that's why I want to ask a question for you. Like basically, what were your highlights for 2025? What stood out for you? Like, okay, can you give me like two big moments and like maybe one low moment if you had one? Oh, please, if feel free, go all out. You can tell us you traveled. You can tell us you go.
Some of us didn't go to Greece, but
Oh,
yeah.
right.
A very big highlight of this year is definitely starting Qatar this year.
Yeah.
Now into June.
Yeah.
I think financially 2025 has been one of the best years.
Money, guys, colleagues, money has come.
2025 has been so wow.
Financially
Like,
blessed. Yeah.
you know how
Wow.
we say you work and you reach a point where you want to be like, I'm just not doing it because I don't want.
You don't
not
want.
because I can't. I'm not saying that from a point of I've made it. No.
Wow.
But that's how my 2025 was.
As you can see, our rich papa on the podcast.
And I'm telling you, that's one of the things that made me the most happy. That feeling of, guys, I'm not doing it because I can't live like that. You get? I'm doing it because probably I don't conform to that kind of lifestyle, or because I just don't want to.
That is not what I find fun.
And I think it encouraged me so much to be thinking outside the box. It encouraged me to listen to people who have actually walked the path that I want to walk. I was listening to someone and he was saying that it's a very stupid thing to say that experience is the best teacher. And I was like, wait, what's this guy saying? And then he was like, why should I be learning by my failed experiences when there are people, this earth has been around for more than 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Imagine all the experience you can get from all the people that have come before you. So why are you still learning by your failed experiences that, oh, I'm going to fail, then I learn, you get? I think that's something I took on this year as much as possible, starting like from siblings and everything. And it helped me, the financial aspect of things. Though, coming into the holiday, I don't know what I did with money. But it just
disappeared.
There was definitely that. What else has actually happened? Oh, yes. Getting to some of these things.
Private.
Shall come back. We're not yet there.
Wow. No, it's fine. Yeah.
Let me see. Growing spiritually and getting revelations of certain things. You know, as a Christian, I think for so long I had developed a certain kind of relationship with God that wasn't built on love. I didn't probably got to fast on His love as much as I would have desired to. Certain things felt like obligations, certain things felt like responsibilities. And when you carry them on for so long, it becomes a burden. So as far as getting to experience and understand God's love more, 2025 really did that for me, and I was really happy. Definitely joining campus, joining law school above everything else. For me, that was a very big testimony for me. Because for those who are close enough to me, they know how that was a hard thing.
How rocky it was.
Yeah, and it came in the strangest of ways because it took failure to get there.
Yeah.
You get, and even for the first days in law school,
Yeah.
explaining yourself. Like when some people see you there, they're like, hey, boss, like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
You get, then you have to explain that, guys, initially. It used to piss me off so much. That's why I preferred even hanging around people that I had just met than hanging around like people whom I already knew. You get, and so, but for me, it was really a big testimony for me, because I think one of the prayers that was saying so much was, no God, now in this particular aspect, let your will be done, let your will be done. Because I had even I had made research for scholarships abroad for engineering.
Oh wow.
Like I had made research, I had looked, there's this here. Okay, the US is damn expensive. You get English and the UK. The guys who take out my you guys are going to study from there. Like I looked, I searched, I told my dad this is the amount of money that's needed for such and such a place. Like, this is too expensive. I think let's deal like this.
Yeah.
You can imagine,
We're
like,
preparing
I had
for that.
accepted my fate. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? The dream has gone.
Yeah.
But I will get to it at some point in time. Results come back and, hey, results are not
Bruh.
what? Okay, they're not as my standard. to be
Yeah.
honest. So it was a moment of confusion there.
Yeah.
You know, what next? But then an opportunity comes, and you guys know I pushed for pre-entries by the way. I pushed for 2 weeks. Because at first I was like, I guess I just told him, man, you get it's common sense, just go, just step. My dad was like, no, I know someone, I've called them, we have paid, you have to go and me, I felt like, okay, it was a bragging right.
Yeah.
I used to coach even in high school.
Mm.
So I used to feel like,
Wow.
I don't coach.
Yeah, you don't coach. Told you guys.
I used to feel that for me, within
Was
me, within me, it was
a
something like,
flex.
it was like, but imagine I was coaching. Nothing I to say. So I worked for 2 weeks and I knew people who had it's going I don't want it to come out like a bad thing. But I knew people who had coached from January.
Yeah.
Again. So then there's me who's coaching for 2 weeks. I'm on my chill, like then we go for pre-entries. The pre-entries, obviously we wait and results come out and wow, results were really good, you know. And I was like, good. No, but they feel that imposter syndrome that was
Yeah,
there.
where could be in it?
Do I actually belong here? Because how have I reached this point? I've reached this point because the other side failed.
Yeah, so I'm now it's
But
like a step.
You can imagine. So what was once a dream to me felt like it was now a plan B.
Yeah.
You know, because of the path I had taken earlier on. And it was confusing. I questioned so many things. I sit down, there is someone at church whom I talk to a lot. I won't say she's a spiritual mentor, but she's older than me, and her spiritual journey is quite interesting. So I keep telling her about some of these things. And she kept, when I kept telling her, this is the sequence of how my life is going. It was like, but like, are you blind? Like, don't you see that God is working all these things for your good, you know? The fact that I go to do pre-entries, the fact that I pass, the fact that I got, you know. And honestly speaking, that's a testimony I'm going to tell, yeah? Like,
You
oh,
die,
yeah. Tell that testimony.
You shall not hear the end of it.
Definitely not. I can't. That is the Bible says that Jesus was telling the Pharisees that if the disciples fail, stand up and testify or praise and do this, then the stones will do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be substituted by stones.
Yeah.
I want my crown in heaven also.
Yeah.
So, yeah, entering law school, big highlight. And I think for me, law school has taught me that knowledge can be a curse. Like, ignorance is bliss, you guys. Okay, not spiritually. Obviously, not knowing Christ, you can't say that's bliss. You get no, you have to know Christ. But there are things which, when you discover and you sit down and realize, oh wait, my hands are tied. So what am I supposed to do? Because I'm a person who believes that knowledge comes with responsibility. Like, it's not just a matter of amassing knowledge and knowing 2 + 2 is 4. So what? What are you going to do with that knowledge? You get. So there's this knowledge that obviously the things you learn about the systems of governance, about how economies are run, about, and you're like, this matrix thing is actually real.
Yeah.
It sounds like a joke, but that's why it's good to study, I believe. So anyway, yeah, there was that. I think that was my hardship last semester.
Yeah.
Hitting that kind of reality, seeing certain things, and you're like, oh, so the only way we are going to survive in this kind of system is Gambano, be like, somehow conform one way or the other. Because even when you want justice, you have to conform to the standards one way or the other. So there's so much debate, especially with spirituality. It's one of our first lessons. Guys in law school, not one of our first, because this guy had been teaching us online, and then he comes in the flesh. And he says, yes, guys, as you can see, I'm real. And so, he's teaching us what it is. And he just spends his first physical lesson telling us about life, telling us his stories. And he is an atheist. So in high school, these are not things that you would encounter. You get.
Yeah, everyone is spiritual. Everyone knows
in high school,
everyone is saved.
A guy is standing up to say some funny jazz about God. You're like, man, this is the devil.
Yeah.
Any small thing someone says, this is the devil. Like, we have to flee.
We have to bite.
But then there's this guy who, interestingly, when you look at him, he's inspirational, man. Like, he has traveled, he's knowledgeable, the life he's living is a life you'd want.
Life you can dream of.
But then you look at his spiritual life and you're like, what point is it to gain the whole world and lose your soul? And it was one of the funniest things I think is when he said, guys, you can't leave campus the way you found. Not like, what's scared jazz? It's like, you man, like a virgin.
Oh wow.
Go around sleep.
Yeah.
Like, get some
Enjoy.
experience,
Yeah.
enjoy yourself. And I'm like, okay. Like, because I sit in front. And
Yeah.
the whole conversation has changed. You get, once you were in high school, they're telling you all these things, guys. We have to abstain, we have to do this, we have to, it's just like we're in the upside down now. And
Yeah,
things
yeah.
have just changed.
You've entered the real world.
Like, that was actually, that was one, I'm not going there, that was one of the funniest lessons, but it was also very controversial because he kept attacking the faith and everything. But it really made me think about so much. There's that scripture that says, the problem with the people of the light is that you don't know how to handle your affairs.
Yeah.
You get? So make friends with the people of the world, like so that we can learn from them a bit. And it's something I saw because he kept echoing that. He kept talking about how all the missionaries used religion to subdue us. You get?
Yeah.
How it doesn't make sense that we were formed with our own religion and were made. It was made to seem like our religion was the bad thing, and so like if you're not firmly grounded, and I think that's another thing, another big highlight of the year. It really pushed me to go and know more about my
Understand
religion.
what
You
your
get?
faith
It
is.
pushed me to go and actually invest, to be like, you know what? If I'm in, I have to be in.
Yeah.
You get? Because I can't keep going for every lecture and I'm second guessing
What he's
you
saying.
get?
Because
He's making sense.
hey,
Somehow.
why am I not supposed to make
It's
sense?
supposed to make sense. You get? It actually pushed me, and I'm like, thank
Bro.
you, man. You pushed me to actually, go and actually invest more in my faith and everything. So, but it has really, yes, may have some ideas for 2025.
Yeah.
But I'll just pass it back to you. Because, yeah, it has been quite interesting.
That's amazing. I think I think from what I'm picking from you, I realized that we can have we can be friends like how we say we're friends, we can even be in the same space, but be experiencing the year in completely different ways, you understand? Because now for me, 2025 was a year where everything seemed like how your life has been making sense up until this point, and then life just starts not making sense at all. Like nothing seems to be going as according
Even
to
after going to
plan.
Greece.
Exactly. By the way, that was actually not going according to plan, and that's how random 2025 was, because January it began on like a very big high. I started going for this class, and that's the thing. Like it started out making sense, yeah. So I started going for this class, the mentorship class. We were having this, it was like a program, obviously. For people who do not know, it's like a program where 6 month program where you just have classes. They teach you so many things about career development, personal growth, entrepreneurship, leadership, etc. Yeah. So you basically in this program where they're teaching you how to do life, yeah, in a way that will help you achieve your goals. Yeah. So yeah, sort of done like that. We're moving, we're steady speed, steady progress. I'm already building in my mind, I'm already building how I want to be this amazing, revolutionary, game changing, you know, doctor, surgeon, and everything. I'm already seeing myself. Like, you started this program and it's fueling you, it's giving you that gas of like, I can do this. I'm gonna be the best cast on you guys. I'm not joking. I was the conversation as having the understand, you're like, okay, like I'm going to you're even making connections actually with doctors and stuff like that. So March happens. When March? Wait, Feb. I don't remember when the results came out. I think it was around March, yeah?
When what came out?
When results came out.
March, yeah.
March, yeah. So, and that's a funny thing. It was the month where we were talking about careers. As you're like, this is my month, yeah? And I'm waiting to meet this doctor. I want to like have conversation with this doctor. And yeah, so results come out and hey, okay, you realize that like there is no possibility. Like your career may actually not be in the realm of possibility. It may not even be happening right now. And then you start asking yourself, actually, do I actually want this? And like, there's so many questions going around. I think between March and like coming until even July, even coming to campus, even day one of campus, I was asking myself these questions. This is actually something that I want. And I was questioning everything, every decision I made since I was born, basically. All the times my father would ask me, I would tell him I want to be a doctor. I would question all those things. What failure can do to you. So yeah, so that was March, but also something also crazy happened around March as well. That's when we got to go to Greece. Yeah, so I went to Greece for around a week. That was right before Easter. Yeah, come on.
What do they do?
Ah, come on, guys. Okay, yeah, okay. We went for serious business, you know. we we didn't go just to chill, yeah. So
Both bad.
don't worry, next year we're catching flights. But yeah, so it was yeah, it was a week long trip. We're going there to represent the country for some science competition. Yeah, so it was we actually came out, emerged second best, but basically we actually beat those teams. But I will not spend propaganda here. I'll leave it at that. So we actually did really well. Yeah. But so it was like a very it happened at the right time when I was feeling very low. Yeah. And I was feeling very confused and nothing made sense. So for it to happen at that point, I think it saved me from it gave me like a break from thoughts about the course I was going to do, about my career, about everything. It was a breath of fresh air. And I really thank God for it because it was amazing. I had fun. I can't tell you that I didn't have mal of that plane because it was my first time stepping on a plane. Guys, hey, every single person on this planet Earth has to experience that. And I felt bad in that moment for every single brother and sister who's on this earth who has never experienced getting into a plane because it's something that you have to experience and you actually get to get out of your system. Yeah. So it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. So yeah, so we come back and yeah, so there was that point when you actually now have to sit down and figure out like first asking you what are you actually going to do at campus because clearly because okay there's the option of me going to do it somewhere else very far in another university but for reasons I cannot go into right now I couldn't actually I didn't want to make that decision I didn't want to go very far my focus was I'm going to Makerere, that's it. I'm going to Makerere and I would want to do medicine Makerere but I can't do it. Yeah, so I was like okay now what can I apply for in my career that I can get that is next to that. Yeah. But also as I was applying for this, I was asking myself, do I even still want this? This is still something I want to do. At some point I just thought about like, oh by the way, what if I did law? You know how everyone thinks about law when things don't work out in your name. But now you actually ask yourself, wait, what if I was supposed to be a lawyer? No, because of there's that option of where you can apply irrespective of the points that you get. So I thought about that. There's just so much confusion going around. And also, it didn't help that I was around people because remember, I was still in this mentorship program and I was around people who were, oh my God, very focused. Some of those people were bright and brilliant and they excelled. So imagine you're in a space, they're bright. They were actually bright and they excelled really, really well. I remember you had been with these people, you studied with these people. Now you're so again in this same mentorship program with these people, and they had excelled. Their dream charts are looking very, yeah, they're very looking very magnificent. And yours, no matter how magnificent it may look right now, half of it is gone because all of it stemmed onto this path that you wanted to take. So there was that pressure as well, being around people who were already looking like they were on the right path and were okay, like on the right track. Yeah, so there was that pressure as well. But I think it was around like now August coming to September when things started aligning. And also starting this podcast, like I said, starting this podcast really helped because it gave me the ability to build something from scratch and build something that I didn't have. It was something I didn't have to put so much pressure on. It didn't give me anxiety thinking about catalyst. It was something that I would come to just have, space, conversations, have fun, laugh, release, and then, get back to the messy world that I was in apparently. Yeah, so August, September, that's when things started making sense. You know, I'm doing a course that I do not understand specifically. Sorry, not specifically, but also I don't understand it entirely, but it it's giving me a breath of fresh air to release, not have so much pressure to get where I want to go. I think that's something that I had to learn the hard way, that shouldn't be put yourself so much pressure to actually get to this kind of space. So yeah, this 2025, what other thing happened? Oh, um, around November there, I know something happened in November, but I can't. But I know it's something major that happened. I just realized I can't share it now. Hopefully, I'll share it soon. But yes, so that was 2025 for me. Those were my highs. I think Greece and Catalyst as well. Low moments were there were many, and they happened for a long time. But I think that they were also necessary. I think you cannot have a whole year of highs. Yeah, you have to have some other things that make sense. That you can invite God into that picture. Not like he's not always there, but like you're able to feel his presence and understand certain aspects about your faith, about God, because of the hard moments that you had in life. So it brings me to actually the other thing I asked to talk about. So now we're now releasing, we're now sharing. It's a very open space. Actually, in the comment section, please, if you can, share with us what your highs were, what your lows were, what did you learn from that, especially. So yeah, so now we're going to share just to be able to, because now we're reflecting on these moments, but I think we've shared some of the lessons, but let's just maybe basically outline them. So we're going to share like 5 lessons, yeah, that you picked from 2025. I think you'll give one, I'll give one, and just keep on going like that.
I'll go with the one that I got during orientation.
Yeah.
Our lecturer said something very interesting, and people laughed a lot. But I saw you during the semester. Okay, he said, okay. He said, okay, things we are doing low, prepare to be very lonely and very bored. Guys laughed. And that was actually what it took, by the way, for the semester. The reason some of it come out, but that's what it took, you know. And I think that's something we have to get used to as adults. Eh? The problem is, okay, we are so much on social media, and social media advertises a life of being spontaneous.
Yeah.
I think that's why we can't sit in silence. That's why we can't even meditate, like,
Yeah.
not yoga, but like
Mhm.
meditate on the word and stuff
Mm.
like that. We can't because we're not used to just being there alone. You get yet that's if you study many of the great cloud of witnesses,
Yeah.
it's a stage they had in their lives. You get Abraham had to be removed from his family, a place he called home, people he knew, and taken away. You get Joseph had to be removed. Moses was taken into the desert. It's a pattern. Daniel, hope. And if we are not ready mentally to be lonely and bored, let me use it exactly as he said it. I think we're going to struggle so much going forward, you get? And I think that's where things like FOMO come in. Okay, I also learned that. I said, don't be not with that word. The fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you always, you just can't be on your own. You're like, guys, when are we going out next? When are we? And such things obviously cripple your finances. I still believe very much so that a failure to just understand that principle, that it's okay, to be alone, to just be by yourself is the reason people actually struggle at campus. The reason people spend in a folly manner. It's the reason people are doing all sorts of things. You get, yes, go out, have fun, be with people when you can. Do not be, I'm like, is this everyone want to be an introvert? Yeah, nonchalant or something.
Nonchalant.
But I learned that principle and it has really helped me a lot. But it's okay, man. What's wrong with being on your own?
Yeah.
Once in a while. I get that sometimes yes, it can mess with your mental. As you said, through the year, those moments where you're in quiet, then you start. It's this meme that makes me laugh so much that me thinking about life. Oh, then power comes back. So before thinking about life, I get that sometimes being alone pushes us into those places where you overthink everything.
Yeah.
And it's worse when you scroll on social media, as they say. But there's so much that happens in the, spiritually, we would say, in the quiet place. You get so much is revealed to you, and you begin to appreciate certain things. You begin to appreciate your own company. You begin to appreciate yourself. Something many people can't do.
Yeah.
You get? And those are things I think that I got to learn throughout the semester. You get, and you're still happy, still joyful. Like your happiness is not dependent on people.
Also in the same. As one I wanted to share, but now because you talk about something, I'm also. I think I'm just going to follow that energy. And for me, to do something like if your pursuit for success or your pursuit for excellence, whatever you want to achieve, if it's only inspired or motivated by extrinsic factors like things that come from outside or like the pressure from your friends or like from the pressure of social media, like you're seeing people chase goals and that's when you get motivation like, oh guys, I have to work. Or like maybe it's your parents that are fueling that or your family, like that's the people who have been holding like you accountable and everything. If it's built, if your motivation is built on like things outside and not something that's coming from within yourself that you want to actually succeed. You actually can push yourself when no one else is pushing you, or maybe you can exist in a space where maybe your friends and people around you are not pursuing this thing and feel like I want to pursue it. If it's not that intrinsic, something that's within you, then it's going to take much more time for you to actually achieve what you want to achieve, or to do the things that you want to do, or actually keep the habits like I've been talking about uh, recently. Keep the habits that you want to that you are trying to put into play. You're not going to keep them because the fact that the environment is always shifting. Yeah. So sometimes you shall be on vibes. Sometimes you shall be down. Sometimes you won't have the friends around you to hold you accountable. So what happens when everything else is not favoring your pursuit of excellence? Are you going to just chill? Yeah. So I think that's something I had to learn, mostly from the perspective where you want to do something or you want to achieve something, but then you have no friends around you. Yeah. You are not, no one is holding you accountable. You longer in that, because I think for many of us, especially people are transitioning from high school to campus, we were reading. Yes, we had that vibe. Yeah, wake up in the morning, but like it was also sustained because of the fact that we had a routine in school. We were going for classes, we had preps, we had night lessons. So there was that ongoing, should I say, system that was put in place that facilitated reading, because you had assignments, you had to read this, something like that. So when all that's not around, now you're in campus, you can do whatever you want. You can choose not to hand in that assignment, you can choose not to attend that lesson, you can choose, it's free and you can do whatever you want. Because that is no longer around, there is a very high susceptibility for you to just also not have that motivation to do the things you're supposed to do. Or because you're looking at what you're chasing as very far away, like, I have the time, you don't know, why should I rush and everything? So because the environment around you is not favoring your pursuit of the goal that you want to achieve. Uh, if you do not have that motivation that's coming from within you, that means you have to have the reason why you actually want to achieve this. That means you want to have the character of the person that you want to be. So if you don't have anything that's within you that's pushing you, then you are not going to get towards your goals as fast as you want to, as fast as you expect, because you're always going waiting for that motivation, waiting for that TikTok to tell you, oh, go and jog, go to the gym, what? You're waiting for that Instagram reel to tell you, oh, yeah, you should have purpose or something like that. So if you're always waiting for those kinds of things, then it's going to become difficult for you. Yeah.
It was our careers day, and one of the ladies, man, the careers day, I read it. It was another highlight of my my career law school. Their leadership, they did really well by giving us a careers day. And this lady comes back and man, she did her masters from Harvard, and she first she said me I was a bookworm. Like you don't like hearing such things. Why you a bookworm? But she says, I mean, I was a bookworm. I refuse to do anything else. Even if it was a co-curricular, because we have what they call mooting. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, people think it's like debate, but it's a bit different. So she said, "Me, I didn't even moot. I didn't do those things. I want my career journal. I just read my books." And she had this one thing that I liked that, okay, I also used to do during the semester. She said, "Me, I used to watch like one episode per day. Even when I used to get back home, it was my thing. Have an episode each day I watch." So she said that was like my only thing you get. Saturdays I'm in the library, I'm what? So she said that she read, like she gave herself to her books.
Yeah.
And she missed getting a first class by like 0.1, 0.2. She said it drove her crazy. Like she
Like,
was
oh,
what the hell?
that could even happen.
Is it, what
How
the
did that
hell?
even happen?
Like she had done everything. Like, like you don't know even whom you want to argue with. But like you just
you
want
want to
to build the word. Like you guys like what? You're becoming more. I built this. What?
build this brick by brick.
Even her, she was like in that moment, and she said when time came to going for LDC, said I'm not going to. I'm not going to be a bookworm.
I swear.
I'm going to go to a party. I'm going to date. I'm going to drink. And she told herself that. Obviously, man, with some of our beliefs, I was like, hold up.
Wait a minute.
But she said that she went to do LDC and she did all that, and it was the best time of her life. She said that, I went on my first date in LDC.
Aww.
I went to the first time I went to, she said the first time I went to the bar was in LDC. I said I did all these things and I was so happy and I still passed. That's what she said. And I was like, no, that's the part where everyone is like, you get that's the kind of thing. And personally, I was like, yes. I was like, she does have a point. You get. I know they sell us the whole idea of there's nothing like work-life balance in your early 20s. You have to work. And I'm not going to lie. I also believe in that. I believe like I was one of these people who was entering campus and said, by the end of 5 years, you have to be a different being. Like I can't be on the same level with other guys I've entered campus with. Financially, can't. You get on different level. So, but I had to appreciate the fact that, and aside from I think atomic habits that we have been doing, he keeps talking about when we are adopting habits. There's a way one, it has to be in line with our identity.
Yeah.
But you have to find a way of making these habits easy. You have to find a way of making them enjoyable. And he has that system of reward and what. And it's something I think people have to adopt more. You get like, yes, reward yourself. It should be something that's normalized. Like, guys, I have read, I have done this the whole like if you have we learn 5 days a week. Okay, why we don't learn on weekends? You'd be like, I've dedicated my 5 days. I'm going to do what I have to do, but on Saturdays, I need time to myself. You get? I'm going to switch off my phone. I'm going to go out. I'm going to do ABCD, and that's something I learned.
Yeah.
That's why I said that, guys, we are growing up. We're now adults. You actually plan some of these things. People think it's nice to just be spontaneous about life. Like, yes, let's just go with the flow, but you actually realize that failure to have these systems in place actually rob you of the real freedom. So obviously, you're going to spend halfway the semester and the money is done. You get. So I think that's something I learned this semester. It's actually okay. The fact that we are growing up, yes, even having fun, we have to plan it. If there's a way we could sit down and be like, okay, January, I know these are the days I'm going to go out. It's very okay. Before I used to think like there's a way planning for fun takes the fun out of it. Something I definitely learned. You plan out how you want things to be. I planned out half of the same.
Oh, wow.
And it worked out. Oh, yes, the other half, I don't know what happened. That cheating, that thing, we're gonna have to die.
Never die.
But yeah, I think that was the second lesson I learned.
Yeah. I think this was actually the tail end of what you were saying. The aspect of fear. Okay, these three things: fear, procrastination, and comfort. Being the things not only was personally, like for me, being the things that are going to steal your time, of which time you're supposed to be using to be actually to grow yourself, to elevate yourself, to take yourself further, and take yourself closer to the dream that you actually want to achieve. I realized I was afraid of one thing, not being right about what I wanted in my life. No, when you have told yourself something for so long and you've told yourself that this is how my life is going to be and you've planned it out, and then there are those moments of doubt that come and they tell and you realize, oh, wait, shouldn't I? But then you're like, no, I have to be like this because this is how I'm so like I cannot move or deter away from the system that I've planned in my head. You understand? So the fear of being able to one, not be right about what I wanted, and the fear of failing. The fear of failing in case I start out or I start doing something I want to do because I was like, wow, not if I do this and I fail. And then you see people who have done it and have also failed. You're like, I don't want to be those guys because we be talking about those guys. We talking about those guys like, bro. So the fear of failure and the fear of not being right, basically fear in general, I've realized is something that limits us from then doing the thing that we want to do. Then upon fear, then there's procrastination, where you plan something. You can lay out plans. You're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to that, I'm going to do that. But then in that moment of time, you're like, I can do that later. I can do this next time I get the opportunity, I can talk to that person when next time there's always next time. I'll just do this next time. So procrastination and not doing a thing when you can't do it, when you have been given the time and the ability and the opportunity to do it, and saying I can push this later, I can push this doing this. We always think there's going to be time until there's not time is gone, like there's no more time. It's like how you can always say, I'm going to read, I'll read. Then exam season, now you're studying opening pages, then you're doing trans nights, then you're attending every discussion you want everyone to discuss for you, and you realize, there's actually not enough time. Then you're there putting out beams, man, yeah, what, guys, exam season, what. So, yeah, there is procrastination and then comfort. Now, comfort was something I did not know until someone actually had to.
Okay.
Guys, don't expose me to a public platform. Okay, comfort. Okay, let me cook. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm coming. Comfort is not something that I did not know was something that could hinder me from my progress. Yeah. First of all, me personally, I know myself as someone to be a go-getter. Yeah. I am a go-getter. I do the things. I was that guy. And now I'm free to talk about these things. I can expose myself on a public platform. I was that guy who would wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning to go and read these books. I was that guy. I was doing BCM for crying out loud. So obviously I had to read at that time. But yeah, so in my mind, I knew I was actually I thrive in discomfort. I'm that person who, wakes up in the chilly morning to go and not read their books. So I did not know that actually I was comfortable in the sense of that I had conformed certain kind of lifestyle and I thought this is what it's going to do. And there are some things that are like I cannot do that because that is not who I am, or that is not part of my identity, that is not part of that's not who Manzi is. So I built this idea of who Manzi is, and I'm more like, okay, let me what? This is who I am. This is the kind of space that I'm in, and this is where my comfort is. So I did not know that, oh, by the way, I was comfortable because I was one, opinionated. So I did not want to hear what other people's opinions were. So I was comfortable in that space of basically intellectually being comfortable, but also comfortable in the space of that I did not want to do certain things that would maybe make me seem like, oh, okay, should I say corrupt the image that I set up in people's minds, or the image that I thought that people had about me, or the perception that people had of me. So I was like, I've built this image, people know me like this, so I cannot now start doing this, and people be like, but bro, and catfish is a big part of it, because now you are putting yourself in a space where people can actually judge you, people can have opinions about you, people can get that entitlement to have like opinions about what you're doing, like, no guys, God, you should be like this, or stuff like that. You understand? So being put in that space where people could judge me, people could actually have opinions about me, and I have to actually defend myself and stuff like that. That's something that's very new for me. So stepping out of my comfort zone of how I thought about life and how I perceived life. But if I bring it closer to people to home, or like to what people may relate to, comfort can also be something that you cannot do something because you think or you believe that you're this kind of person. Maybe you don't have that grit, that hardworking, you're the kind of person who talks to other people, you're not social, you're an introvert, you understand? So you can build this idea or perception of who you are, and you become comfortable in it. Yet you're saying you want to be you want to be confident, you want to stand out, you want to be this icon, but you can't talk to people. You want to be what kind of, okay, you want to be a lawyer, but you can't be confident and share opinions even in the space of your friends. You can't share opinions, and you want to be a lawyer, you want to be, okay, depending on these days lawyers can also be introverts. I did not know. But in my understanding, you can't be able to be someone who can stand up in court, and maybe even in court, even in boardrooms, but you can't speak and
Being an
share your
introvert doesn't mean you
opinion.
can't speak. But anyway,
I digress. So yeah, you want to be rich, you want to be a guy who has money, but you struggle with the basic aspects of entrepreneurship and basically being able to take that risk. You want the money, but money these days it's synonymous with risk. You have to be able to risk it all, and also have to be able to know the kind of space, the kind of business you're actually going to do. So I had to make it make sense. Yeah, I had to be like, oh, I'm doing this. I'm not doing this because I'm afraid. I'm not doing this because I'm comfortable. I'm not doing this because I'm procrastinating. I'm not achieving what I want to achieve. I'm not achieving the excellence I want to do because I have these three should I say, giants that are in my eye line, and I'm continuously allowing them to be there. I'll be like, I'm afraid I can't do this. I can't do this here. So the can't is not because I can't, but because I'm afraid, because I'm comfortable, because I'm procrastinating. So those are things I had to be like, oh, I have to analyze now. If I say I'm not doing something, I have to make sure it's not from a place of fear, it's from a place of comfort, it's not from a place of me procrastinating. So if those three things are not the cause, then maybe I can say I can't. But if those three things are part of the causes, then that may be an indicator that I actually have to do this, because I have to overcome these giants. Yeah, that's my lesson. So as you can see, comrades, we are back, and someone has finally shown up, has appeared. Yes, first tell us, where were you?
Hey guys, am I
First, apologize to our audience. Tell us, because we had to take a pause, yeah, so that we can welcome him as well. Because Katla is not complete without all the three guys here. But first, explain to the audience how you were not around. Apologize to them so that we can continue our conversation.
Okay, I would like to pass on my sincere apologies to you. But I'd like to thank my colleagues for improvising and keeping up with time and coming a bit earlier.
Yeah. But yeah, so we were sharing about our lessons, right? Talking about we shared what moments stood out for us in 2025, the highlights, the lows, and we also, so right now we're basically sharing the lessons we picked from 2025. Like, what are those things that are like, okay, I have to learn to do this, or what gems did you pick from that year that you actually want to carry 2026 even moving forward in life? So I think, I don't know, do you have one you can share on?
I can just
Some lessons. You can, okay, give us your highs. You tell us what, okay, not highlights, but like the moments that stood out for you, 2025. The highs, can you give us some lows, maybe, if you had, some people, life. Understand? So, yeah, so for them, you find that the year was basically just highs, 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 highs. But if you have those lows also, you can share them so you can be able to know. And then maybe you can share with us, lesson that you picked out.
Well, 2025 has been a great year. That's what I can say. That's had a load, quite a lot. And since the beginning, probably highlights some of camp. But I got to get more involved.
I didn't go for camp because
I got more involved at church. I came out with my boundaries. Because as a person, if we all know, you go to church, and there are those people who raise men at church, and they're like, what are you doing at church?
Bro.
Those people after church, that's not we. I'm back home, like, what am I doing at church again?
Yeah, we know those people. We know them.
But right now, I go to church, and then, I don't know, I can make people wait in the car. I say, I'm coming, but I'm still up and down, like, still greeting people. So I was really a person who was not really proud of some things, probably, okay, not really confident a few things.
Yeah.
When I said to take that step, like, along the way, and I was doing this, I was doing that, because they tried, like, dancing, probably. But anyway.
Yeah, you also danced this year?
Yeah.
Two guys danced this year. Dance.
So, but then I remember every time I used to come for practice, my pastor used to say, before practice, give 5 minutes and greet each other. Like, greet each other, get to know each other. I know that, where do you stay? I know that. But you're like, that guy, no.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not greeting that guy. So instead, greet each other. You see your friend, like, hey, yes, hi, what's your name? You greet like you've greeted.
Yeah.
We kept on emphasizing. But along the way, you knew we had to get to know each other, because you're going to dance in sync. You have to, this part you have to do this, you have to do this, getting the costumes. So along the way, I got to know people, like, at church. Now, other than going to church where you're coming to pray and you're down and you're running away, I know people, like, I greet this one, I greet this one. I know, how are you doing? Is there a practice? Then now church became more like family. When you go to school and you come at your first place, but now when you get to know people, at least to relate with. So there was that. Then I also got baptized this year. Well, yes, I got baptized this year.
Is that possible?
Yes.
Baptized like you've never been
Baptism
baptized
is full
since.
immersion.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You didn't have good parents like
There's that sprinkling, but
this was saved baptism like the
actually
whole
the truth
deep
is
in water.
okay, that's for nothing, but the truth is about baptism because imagine it's not fully immersed.
Yeah.
Sprinkling is actually not baptism.
So whatever we do as children at 3 months old is not baptism.
It's not baptism. According
So I'm not baptized.
to my church. Let me add that because
Hey, according to your church,
yeah,
hey,
make
that's
research.
another conversation
But
for
but
another day.
yeah, but you need to make research because the truth is
Yeah.
you actually need to be fully immersed in water.
Well, yeah, I get that. I
Yes.
get that. Like the baptism which we see in the Bible, throughout the whole New Testament is holy immersion in Jordan, sorry, in the river Jordan and stuff like that.
And also just to adding on to that, remember that time you're a baby, you are confessing for you and all that you get in. And this time you're making your own choice because salvation is a personal thing.
But did you have good parents?
Eh?
Did you have good parents?
Yes, I have good parents. When that
That
yeah, but right now that's your personal thing.
Okay, that's great.
So
That's
the
great.
baptism classes, and then after baptism classes, there was what's this called? There was they told me to join something called Adventure and the Word.
Yeah.
I joined it. Now Adventure and the Word, they teach you how to, it's called equip streams. They teach you how to like read the word, basically. So I was new, man, read the Bible. But then I learned that it's actually studying the Bible.
Oh.
Yeah. So reading the Bible, you come
Bible
and read
study.
the book. Now it's Bible study. Like you read what are they saying, what's the situation at hand, and all that. So just though I kept on getting more involved in church, I did Men of Valor, where you decide to be like character, which kind of men does God want us to be. It needed a lot of work. You had to wake up early morning, you come, you do that. But then like that age gap between old guys and then us because there was no I would speak from our side, they'd speak from that point of view, and you could see like your times are changing. There's some things which need to change, but there are basics which need to remain. Then Adventure in the Word, and then there was Baptist Fellowship. Yeah, basically I got to know like people there.
Vibes.
And then there's when we had meet up like at Watoto Church in Tilda. We came, we visited them and talked to them. And what results came? Results anyway. But good knew what he had for us.
Yeah.
It wasn't the end, we moved forward. Then campus. Wow, campus.
Campus, wow.
Well, I didn't. I actually can tell I wasn't really hyped about campus.
Hey.
I wasn't about it, but finally this, finally that.
I think you're in the 1%. What do you mean?
Like, I wasn't really that hyped about campus. Like, still studying, you guys.
Yeah.
Education. Anyway, I think you'll go that out. But I wasn't really that hyped about campus.
Yeah.
I wasn't really that hyped about campus. But I joined campus, and the first week, I think was one of my lows. You know, I thought, like, they're telling me, because my parents didn't really give me of, my parents, I like the way they did it. They didn't say, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. They said, campus, you're going to find this and this and that. They tell you what you're going to find, but they tell you don't do this. Like, the choice is up to you. You're the one who's going to choose what you become, not what. So I go, and the first week, pressure was here. I had never been struck by peer pressure here.
Hey.
Like here. Because I had boredom. Because we're like in what was it called? What was the thing? Orientation. And like, hey, orientation. When you're trying to be that ideal guy. Oh my God, at least I know maybe I'm a bit unserious, but I did things. Orientation. There's orientation. Keep time, you go. Orientation. You go. And then I hear the what's her name? The counselor or whatever speaking. And you're hearing it like, how do I miss this session? Why am I here? But anyway, you get to know.
What am I doing?
Like, what am I doing here? Next, you have college orientation. You go, what's there? You talk about this, that, what and what to expect. What are your questions? Then you get to know like all about it. But other than that, you go back. You have no timetable. You have nothing to do. Just there sitting. Every 1 2 minute, guys, let's go here, let's go there, let's go here, let's go. You have nothing to do. And you're still trying to figure yourself out. That moment you're trying to figure, like trying to get new ground, which people have the same, like say, motives as you. So I think that weekend I go back home and I first get rejuvenated. I was like, thank God, that was dying. Ever since then, every weekend I used to go home. Go back home, like I just go back home, I just go back home. Along the way I had to stay behind. And then even also my first weekend, I went extravagant. I just said to buy pork. Like I just said to buy. So man, like why not enjoy myself?
Clearly, you can see the rich people here.
Yeah.
You can see them.
So that's what basically happened.
Yeah.
But I thank God that there was a friend of mine who was close with me. And at least he kept on keeping me in check. So there was that campus along the way. But I had to face it. At first I was annoyed, but then I realized we can't hide forever.
Mm.
Then when you're going to step into the world and you have to know what actually happens. Like
Yeah.
So yeah, that happens. Then obviously highlight. Pompey.
Oh, wow. I never forgot that one.
I don't know, just
Because
that
my first, no, you know, my first concert, the first concert I actually enjoyed, the
Wow.
first one. I think the other concert was just mid.
Mid. Well, Pompey was my first concert. It was really a great time. I was in Manzi and also my friends. I wish you were there. But next time we're taking you.
Next time we're taking, you're going to go.
We are going.
From your house.
But it was really a
You're
great
being
concert.
nonchalant.
Yes, that was remember Chimera,
Oh yeah.
and you remember
Our friend. Yeah. By the way, that's a New Year resolution.
That's the next delivery. But it was really a great concert. It was my first time sang my voice out. I don't know if I did at that moment.
Lost my voice.
Obviously, I couldn't outcompete Mans. He wanted to live without giving us my song, probably, which was Giant Killer. But we sang, then he had to sing it. A few songs I did know. Well, we had our first nearby.
Yeah,
we had to for the lyrics. And we sang along. And then I remember there was a song. What your song?
Oh, Guide My Way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine's Buffo Bar.
I
He was in the moment.
I will think about posting that video. Yeah.
Buffo Bar. Yeah, then set myself.
Yeah.
I think what was the highlight later on? What was there? Basically, campus. What stood out from campus? Financial discipline. Oh, guys, if you have a chance, please learn financial discipline before you come to campus. Because I've learned it the hard way, and right now, trust me, next year, financial discipline is the first thing. I have to track my money where it is. What do you mean I had money then tomorrow? Money is gone. Colleagues, where's the money? I know money will come, but where's the money? It's not coming. And then I think more self-drive on campus, self-drive of reading.
Yeah.
I'm going to read. Yes, I'm going to read. Reading became a mind to read. Reading became a mind to read. Exams. Even in examination week where you say, I have this free time. That free time I'll read. Trust me.
It's a lie.
Yes, we learned that one from high school.
It's a lie. I think we didn't understand it in high school until it came to campus.
You know high school, eh?
And campus, you feel like you have more time. It's not like high school. High school, the time was there, but like it was still there was so much going on. But this is you own your time. You have no one giving you a schedule. You have no timetable. You are the one who tells yourself, I wake up in the morning, I go for classes. So because you have that, and you look at it like, I have all this time. I will read. I will read. I will read. Yeah.
Well, so there was that, I think, yes. And I think I have no excuse for first semester. I believe I should learn from my mistakes. I can't dwell on them, but I can accept and learn from them. And then I think there was an eye-opener of being a man. Right now, you're old. You think about it, you're old. I don't know, like you have to have some independence right now.
Yeah.
And I can't foresee, but I have to start establishing it right now. Not that I'm going to finish and establish it. And a few talks you have with grown-ups, and they tell you, well, you have to do this at this time. They keep on doing so you come and saying, in your 20s, you have to do this. High risk, high reward. In your 20s, where you're supposed to be doing all the rest at hand.
Yeah.
Because you fail now, fail fast, so that you can know, not experience later what will cost you a lot.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to save. You need to learn how to. Basically, you need to learn how to actually invest in yourself. Right now, you have to be investing in yourself, getting a skill which gives you an upper hand. What's the difference between me and him? If we're both lawyers, what's the difference between what do I have that he doesn't have? Are my communication skills better? Do I interact with people better? Can I be able to reason? Like if case is a situation, oh, I'm just fixed that I only have documents that I could see. Oh, you, Alan, documents. My head is empty. Like I have no other. So there are things we need to be doing. Oh, we can have a side thing. We have seen it before. Chimera. It's a doctor.
I didn't know that.
He's actually a doctor.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But what does it on TikTok? He's still making his. He's doing what? His branding, his advertising.
What did you say about it was recently telling us about, was it Elijah Chitaka? What is he?
And he has some interesting CV. You should make research about that guy.
Okay.
The Chitaka guy.
Kalakata.
I know. Yeah, see Daily Bando. Yeah, guy has his CV.
It's interesting.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that we shouldn't limit ourselves. Yes, we should study and like focus on education.
Yeah.
But try this other field. And it's okay to fail.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I've tried this and it's not my thing. I would force. Like I know. But I've learned something from it. And I'm saying I thought, say I learned this and this and this, probably teamwork needs this and this. And I'm not okay with it. So my eyes were pumpy, agreeing closer to God. They can get into know people church. But setting up the podcast.
Oh, wow.
It was another highlight and how it skipped my mind.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm the one who pulls these people down, but they're really
Clearly,
I came late. But I'm one who's like pulling them down, one who's making them stuck that. But we are moving. But slowly by slowly, it has really been great. Reaching out to people, the feedback we get from people like, oh, by the way, so you started a podcast. It's really nice. Some people when you want to come would like to invite you, but it takes time. With not all due respect, it takes time. It's not that we don't really want to invite you, but
no, yes, something is cooking, right?
But basically, it takes time. We get to meet you guys. It actually even takes us out of our comfort zones. There are very many things we actually didn't know, but we had to learn. We have to make research because we don't want to give you half-baked stuff. We don't want to lie to you. So we have to make such really a nice thing. But your feedback really matters to us, and we thank you for watching and your support.
Amazing.
So podcast, Christ,
That's it.
Oh really? I think that's it from for the laws.
Yeah.
Campus pressure, the on-campus peer pressure. There is how I don't know how to phrase it, but I think sexual purity was that like really that battle. There was relationships where I was 50-50 basically this year.
Great.
It's the hot.
I think that was it. But I think coming this year, I have a better foundation.
Yeah.
I think last I didn't set any goals when I was going to campus. Basically, I think the only goal I had on the prayer was to keep on having. I remember when we were in secondary, we kept on going. We remember when we used to have those prayers before we go to school. I remember. I don't know if you guys still have those notes, but I think I have them in my book there. That's the prayer request that we have. I remember I used to have like going closer to God, going closer to God. But right now I can sit down and you look back. Like I actually prayed for this. And God, you've answered. We prayed for this. God, you've answered. I'm like, if I had not written down where I can go back and recall, I wouldn't have.
Actually.
This I wouldn't have something to testify about. Yeah. So I thank God for that. And I realize I'm going to note down my goals. And with them right here, we shall see that way forward. If you know you're coming and you have no intention in line with my goals, please.
What aside?
Dayo. Go back. We don't want.
All these serious people here.
That's it for me.
Okay. That's amazing. Can you imagine? Anyway, that's amazing. Yeah, I think you have given us some lessons now. Well, I'm still recovering. Yeah, I'm still recovering. But yes, so well, I think you were going around giving lessons. So I think it was my turn. You had shared yours.
I'll pick up from what you're saying.
Yeah,
you talked about the sexual purity thing. I think just for me, it related in a way to knowing who you are. Yeah, because for me, I always look at it from a point of we can't keep fighting with ourselves.
Mm.
You get? And that's how I look at it, as being lukewarm. But it's not judgment, you get? But that's how being lukewarm is. You're fighting with yourself.
You're double-minded.
Yeah. And that's something I think that the campus brings out or exposes in you if you've not taken your relationship with God seriously. Because it doesn't make sense that, guys, some of my discussion,
Open.
forgive me,
Free.
but it doesn't make
Free,
sense.
Dave.
It doesn't make sense that before we are having that discussion, we are praying. God, come and be with us as we have this discussion. What?
Yeah.
Now, you know, there are those moments after during the discussion, we're like, we have a break.
Yeah.
Let's jazz.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
jazz. And then we are jazzing, and we've just prayed to this God who has certain principles by which he wants us to live.
Yeah.
But then we are outwardly promoting fornication.
Yeah.
We are saying, man, there's just, and she offered.
Yeah, touch that bit.
And so, like, it was like in that moment, I was telling myself, this is not making sense. Like, we have just prayed. Like, so what is this? You get much, but people don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You get? Because it's one thing to say you're a Christian, it's one thing to actually live by it. You get? And so I think there was a very big challenge, because, as you said, when you get in campus, it's so easy. Like, why is it so easy? Maybe it was easy like this in high school, but man, some of us were slow. We didn't realize. But in
What were those guys?
campus, it's so
Let me
easy.
see.
Uh-huh. There are so many. Like, someone tells you things and you're like, oh, really?
Oh, wow.
You,
There's a bonus.
or you're telling someone an encounter you've had,
And you're like,
and then someone tells you, gang, person wanted you to hit,
mm.
or you just didn't read the signs, and you're like, but you get, yeah, I'm still young. Like, I'm not yet there, you get? And so I think that was something that challenged me during the semester. I sat down and said, you know what, I need to sit down and be real with myself. Like, what do I actually live by? Because if I'm saying I'm a Christian, I need to sit down and, like, actually live by this thing, you get? Because James Clear says it in Atomic Habits that once we get our pride involved with the habits that we do, there's a way you can promote that habit. Like, if people know that Mans is an intellectual, even if you're not a reader,
You go and read. Because you can't be exposed to the fraud.
you can't be exposed. Okay. So it's the same thing. I told myself, okay, I have to sit down and first of all see which group of people do I want. Okay, not glazing me, but like, do I want, like, approval from?
Yeah.
Okay, put aside being a people pleaser.
Yeah, but like, which people do you, whose opinions about you respect?
You know, and I sit down and I'm like, okay, so let me look at the friends I have. You know, I have Edubian, Manzi. If am I the people who am I going to sit down with Edubian, Manzi, and be like, you guys touched last week again? Like, will it be a conversation we shall be having freely, or at the back of the head they'll be judging me? Again. And so,
bro. We need to take you to church and we pray.
so there were definitely all those things that were going through my head. And I think, guys, going to next sem, sit down and figure out the person you want to be. You get? And there's also the law of attraction that, in a way, I think sometimes we are scared about leaving the old and embracing the new because we don't know. You get, like, it feels like we're going into foreign territory. Because your friends are, man, we're the guys who spend overnights along Bandali Rise. You get? So if I say
Bandali Rise, that does not make sense.
If I say I'm going to leave this life behind,
who
am I going to be chilling with?
Oh, yeah.
So you have that fear.
Yeah.
But sometimes you attract, you get, like, there's that law of attraction in that as someone sees you changing, someone or somewhere, all these people who are watching, you get, someone will see you changing, or just out of the blue, there's something that you will do, and someone will pick interest. So I'll be like, I think I need to be friends with the dude. There's where this guy holds himself, you know. So that's something I began to appreciate, because me, I'm not going to lie. These things, social skills, man. Like, I think they should have put it for us as students, communication skills. I'm a kind of person who, for so long, I believed in the law of attraction. Hold yourself to a certain standard,
people
speak in a certain way, act in a certain way, people will come. You get, you
don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to go. But sometimes it goes back to what you've been saying. The comfort zone, you get. You get comfortable there, and it really kills your communication skills. Because what if in the whole class everyone is like that?
Yeah.
Everyone is saying, I'm waiting to attract.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to attract. You get? Yeah, but like the people you may want to engage with,
Have you
maybe
been to
those kind of people. Yeah, and
Really,
come to my class? I'll show you.
you can be there in a group. The people you want to interact with have the same attitude like you. Even go in them come.
Yeah.
Good. So I think I learned that lesson. Like we need to sit down and because guys are scared. You sit down with someone and you can feel it that guy he doesn't know. He doesn't like he has never drunk before, he has never slept around, but he wants to he wants to show like
Just
I
when
can fit in the conversation. You look and you're like, hey, Bambi. It's a bit sad.
Yeah.
So you have to change the conversation. And yeah, that some of these things have to be normalized. You get, and I think that's when you sit down and realize that as part of adulthood, you can't be friends with certain people. You get, yes, I get the whole idea of networking and in law school it's here.
Literally.
You need to network. You need to network. How good that thing,
do you know?
it's too much. Like to a point where I had to like first step out of that atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because it's like part of the course.
Like it's another course unit.
Feels many people. Many people they fail to look within themselves and be like, okay, man, I may not have that, but you get, I maybe have, as you said, I have this particular aspect about me, and that particular aspect about me will help me attract the person who has the connection and stuff like that. So, me, I'm really big on that. As we're going into the next semester, guys, figure out yourselves. You get, so tell guys, man, I'm keeping myself for marriage.
Yeah.
Many people, there's someone who has given me the statistic, but I don't know how true it is. And they're saying, many people lose their virginity in their first year of campus. I was like, you guys just come in there. When you guys just know what happens. And you realize there's that pressure. We need to, at least once, you have a story.
To tell.
And honestly, that's what I think is going through guys' heads. Because, okay, what other thing? You're just that horny? Just that horny, then, man.
I think there are so many things that come into play. Yeah? I can't say this.
Okay, maybe committing has helped me.
Let me tell you. When you have a ground, you will learn.
This baby is
Probably committing has helped me. But no, I've been in circumstances where you have the opportunity to. Yes. But you sit down and be like, okay, now me, I won't lie. Now, this is the first time I won't accept what Manzi saying. I have a bit of pride in me, you get. So, and I think men should get that more. Like, not everyone should be like, I slept with Manzi. Like,
man.
Shit.
I get the point of view though.
You get like they should.
My name, I'm your ex.
And
you slept with me? You? Not my name, another one.
It was something. I made a friend. He's called Israel. He's semester, and he said something he's an interesting guy. But he said, we should learn to start looking at ourselves as the catch. Look at yourself and be like, man, I'm that catch. And that's the truth. To a certain level, men should start looking at themselves like that. You get, because it doesn't make sense at one hand, and I think that's where conflicting goals come in. You get, you're saying, I want to be this kind of man, I want to be this, but then the things you're doing behind the scenes, they don't make sense. You get, they asked this guy, Mike Tyson. You get, and even Muhammad Ali, same thing. And they were like, what's one of the greatest sacrifices you've made to be the kind of person that you are? And he was telling the reporter, man, I haven't been with my family for a year. You get? Like, I haven't slept with my wife for a year. It's the guy who's married. But he says, I haven't slept with my wife for a year. I haven't felt her on me. And I'm like, So there are guys who are saying, me when I get married, every night you get. But then,
that is well.
there's a kind of person he's trying to build himself to. And he's saying, I just didn't get the logic, to be honest. But when he knows that what the logic was, I'll try and go and understand it more. But he was showing that I've made this kind of sacrifice, even as a married man. Yet, for the sake of this, even Muhammad Ali was saying the same thing. He said, that's what like the greatest exercises you do. It was like, honestly speaking, the greatest exercise I do is staying away, like from the clubs and the pretty ladies and what. That's what he was saying. Like that's a sacrifice he made, and in that whole aspect of sexual purity, when we go back to the Bible, like that's the only sin they tell us to run from. The Bible doesn't say what stand there. So what
First pray over it.
Bible says run.
Yeah.
And interestingly, it also says that this is the one sin which is not just against God, but against yourself. Like it makes you sit down and think and pause and like, do you ever think like that? Like when you sin, do you ever think like, okay, yes, we have sinned against God, but there's a way you've also degraded yourself.
Yeah.
People don't think like that. You get.
Okay.
I've already started. Just start speaking.
Okay, I think we got a little bit carried away. Yeah, we got off track. Some people expressing their feelings, so we have to like first calm down.
We're doing what?
Then not sure. Yeah, so we have to first pause, reset, come back. Yeah. So way back what we're talking about. Yeah. I think the last question now for our audience basically, what are you looking forward to in 2026? What are the things that you're like, oh, I'm excited for this. It really get you jumpy and excited about the new year. What are those things maybe you want to do? Those things that maybe have been promised, those small things that make you hopeful and excited about the new year. Things that we do.
I don't know why me, but we shall continue. But I think this new year is going to be my goals are going to be done with self-evaluation, like in the different fields.
Yeah.
Education, financial, then fitness and mental, like okay, health and fitness basically. So financially, I need to make a budget and track my money where it goes. I need to learn the skill of saving. Yeah, the skill of saving, and then prioritizing. Basically, like prioritizing. Is it because I have an issue of impulsive buying? If I have money, when you see something nice like enough money new, do you really need it? It's an urgent thing, so there's that. So there's going to be a financial part of it. Then I need to something I found out that I actually like I'm actually good about it when I make some research for the people I asked. Yeah, asked. There was emotional maturity. I want to like emotional maturity. Now emotional maturity, and then I came to realize I don't know how I can say it. Just say saying the thing is not doing the thing, writing the thing is not doing the thing, but doing the thing, actually doing the thing, taking that step, leaving the comfort zone, and actually doing the thing. Set my goal. I'll have people who are accountable to me. I'll have to keep on checking on me within a week. I'm not looking for people really accessible and getting a self-evaluation. Like accessible who can say, hey, how far with this? Then when you try to tell us what has happened, what progress do you have at least? So there's that. So budgeting, financially, and the other things I think I'm more passionate. I don't really want to tell people like you should know what happened. Like, you need to have your own things, but that's that, and keeping God first. So there's that. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Other things on my own, I'll tell myself, myself and that.
Okay, I think for me,
One catalyst.
I think for me, they're very okay. There's some, I think 1, 2, 3 things I'm excited about. 26. I want like money is going to come. Like I'm excited about money.
Wow.
I'm excited about money because I'm seeing a lot of money. Okay. There are a lot of opportunities for money next year.
Yeah.
Yes,
you guys are specifics. People are against you.
Not can't. So I'm saying about the financial growth that we have here. I still I will have next year.
Coming for lessons. Yes.
But yes, something else I'm going to say about also is I think something that 2025 left with me, or something left with, is living with me, is that I've grown, I've understood my faith more, I've grown closer to God more. It's not even like I'm bragging kind of thing, but it's like I've realized something that I did not know about Christianity and about faith that I'm excited to explore.
Wow.
Yeah?
You're welcome.
Like it's a beautiful thing to understand your faith and that you are actually passionate about it. Something that it's not something that you're doing it because we're all Christians or what. Like you've actually discovered, oh my God, this relationship is something that I need in my life and something I'm excited to explore and grow and understand and just basically, I don't know, I can't express it, but that is it basically. So I'm excited about spending 2026 with God, like doing life with God, come 2026, and all the things it's going to teach me, things I'm going to experience. I'm excited about Catalyst next year as well. I'm excited about the things we're going to do. I'm excited about the audiences we're going to have. I'm excited about the conversation we're going to have, the guests we're going to bring here. And like, it's just, I see what can be. And it's basically humbling me and making me so excited. And like, yeah. But, what else? I'm also excited about like how 2025 was something that it hit me also every kind of left, right, center, yeah. But it was also a year that I did not know that I needed, yeah. The revelations, the things I learned, the friendship that I got to was able to cultivate, people I met, you know. It was something I didn't know that I needed, and I hope 2026 will also be like that. Yes, there will be things, there will be rocky roads, we shall fight, there's days which shall be low, but I hope 2026 can also carry me the same level of, I'm also able to, should I say, achieve the same level I should. Yeah? Also, you know, achieve better things, grow in different ways, and also basically like discover other versions of myself. And there's something that's going to about myself this year that I never knew. Yeah? I also want to, I'm excited to see who man's will be in 2026. But I think that's basically. I'm also excited to spend more time with you guys. And you guys as well. And you guys as well. I have been interactions with you guys, but yeah, these guys are home and everything. So yeah, I'm also excited about that.
Those guys interact with you.
Yeah, they do. You guys come in the inbox.
Wow.
Guys, we're
So the
bomb.
only person that interact. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for interacting with me. I appreciate it.
Yes, Carol. Happy New Year. We're so excited for vibes. We're excited for vibes.
The vibes just come.
Vibes just come. Yeah, so I think that's a wrap. Happy New Year. Hopefully you comment to us and tell us what things you're excited for about 2026, what things you're for 2025, what lessons have you learned from the Catalyst family, That's something I'm living in 2025. Yeah. From the Catalyst family, we love you guys. We appreciate the guys who have been here with us from day one. We're wishing you a happy new year. We're wishing you all the best in your pursuits and all the goals that you have set. And basically, yeah, we shall see you in the new year. Otherwise, anything you want to say? People? That's it.
So I'm a person who talks a few words.
Yeah. Okay.